Hey gang, Ronan here. As you can see in this game, we have Papa Pixelit in the Tier 8 Cossack. And this is in a ranked match where, plainly, it is possible to use either a Tier 8 or a Tier 9 ship. Now, why would anyone in their right mind, you may be asking, take a Tier 8 ship into a battle where you could take a Tier 9 ship? Well, you can see the examples that we have here. The first one on the team of heroes is the Tier 8 Massachusetts, which is arguably a very good battleship. Followed by a Hipper. Not a bad cruiser, at least in my opinion, at all. I don't know that it excels particularly, which makes me wonder whether or not that might be as far as someone has gotten in the tech tree, and maybe they're only Tier 8 ship. And then that brings us to the Tier 8 Cossack. I love the Cossack. That ship to me it's not only really fun to play, it's just dominant when it gets into DD versus DD cap contesting combat. It really is, to my mind at least, phenomenally effective at what it does. I love playing the ship, and it just in some ways doesn't seem fair. Now you can see it's only got one set of torpedoes, but they reload. Look how quickly it reloads. You can send them off individually, so if you've got say for example, a battleship pushing you, you can just send one at a time. And if they just push straight at you, you can just put one right after the other right into their nose. You can see in this case, Papa Pixelit threw all four of them out there kind of preemptively. And he just rushed forward to secure the Charlie cap. Now on the other side of the map, we've got the friendly Black and Kitakaza, who are working on the Alpha cap. And they are facing off with the support of a Hipper and a Massachusetts against a Lightning, a Fletcher, a Bayard, and a North Carolina. Anybody's guess where the Iowas got their guns pointed. Now, I haven't watched this replay file, so we're watching it together right now. We know the Fletcher's on the other side and that the Lightning's on the other side, so presumably we've got the Chungmu on this side. And although the Chungmu's guns are decent, it's, there are some differences, but it's essentially a Fletcher with deep water torps. Massachusetts secondaries finish off the Bayard. That's a great start for the good guys. And I'm kind of hoping that we're going to see the Chungmu here in a second, so you can get some idea of how effective these guns can be. And there it is. Lots of Daka on this ship. You can see there are 4 turrets. Look at the firing angles. Really not too bad at all, right? 4 turrets, total of 8 guns. Followed up with torpedoes. You can see the hydro's active. You can just chase them down. Can't sit and smoke when the Cossack can push right at you with hydro and just blap you. And then just like this, it's all part of why this ship is just so much fun to play, and it really is a powerhouse. The only comment I got with the replay file, the email that it arrived in, was Cossack owns ranked. Well, Yeah, I can see that. I haven't played much ranked for the last few years, but in my opinion, as I said a minute ago, it is a dominant ship. I mean, these guns are just phenomenal. You combine that with a lot of smoke and speed boost, individual fire torpedoes, and a long-lasting hydro, and you've got a beast of a destroyer. Now this is this is a raffle stop. The bad guys have already lost Bayard, Chengmu, and Lightning. Torpedoes are already back up. This Iowa is about to get a lesson in pain. The Iowa secondaries will go to work here, but yeah, it will do little to avail the Iowa of, well, anything really. It's about to get sunk. Shot right up in the bow there. And there's one Iowa down. Smoke up. Teammates will keep Azuma spotted for you, and he's just going to be able to rain down HE on this Azuma.
Smoke screen set.
And 33 seconds, the torps will be back up. Now, plainly, not a whole lot of damage unless you're hitting the superstructure. These are not large caliber shells. And he manages to bring it home with finishing off the Azuma. Well, this is all over, really. I mean, enemy Fletcher's all that's left. The good guys haven't lost anything. Kitakaze's on the ropes, but so let's take a look at the scoreboard. 854 to 70, and Papa's secured a couple caps, done some spotting, taken out some shipboard systems. 92 shells on target, 3 kills, 2 floods, 4 torpedo hits, a fire. Yeah, I can see why his only comment when he sent me the replay file was Cossack owns ranked. Do you have the ship? Do you enjoy playing it? As I mentioned, I do, and I do. It is really fun. Now, it is a little bit different when you're in a game with a CV where you're potentially detected all the time, but as you can see, a lot of smoke to use, so it's not too hard to hide. Anyway, this is about to be over, so I'll say thank you, Papa Pixel, for sending the game replay file. To those of you watching, thanks a lot. Really appreciate you joining me for a few minutes. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I'll see you next time.